Good morning and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. I am your merry gardener and this is Medium Latte Extra Hot episode 168. So today's exciting because I've just finished my design for Stephen Monkey. I mentioned it in a past video. I did a critique of his card. There's a lot of things that I liked about it, but it was like a super bland design, super bland company name even. So I've written to Steve and I'm going to read this out to you now to explain. I wanted to explain to him basically why I've done it and that he can use this design for free or he can chuck it in the bin. But here we go. Hi Steve, I've redesigned your logo as a project for myself as I'm getting back into graphic design and I needed something as a practice project to get myself back into it. I'm Pete and I commented on your post earlier this week. I'm a gardener and a professional graphic designer. Your Stephen Monkey jumped out to me as super fun and different, and I loved that it was your dad's nickname. Excuse my grammar. My thinking was that it could be your actual business name because it's so unique and memorable. I also thought you needed a logo. I noticed on your profile page that you liked cars, so I made the logo a car badge style. I've kept the monkey in the design and made him part of the logo with some tweaks. Obviously, you're free to use the designs free of charge. I've said that twice almost, didn't I? Free of charge or just chuck them. Basically, I just wanted him to know that there's nothing I want from this. The only thing I want is to practice. I just wanted to share them with you. Let me know if you want the full resolution files, logo, etc. and I can send them to you. There's no catch to that. If he does want them, I'll send them to him. All the best, Pete. Okay, so this was the original design. So do you remember I spoke about SM Garden Services, which I thought was really boring and bland, and the fact that in his little kind of sleeve there, call on Stephen Monkey, and I thought Stephen Monkey sounds so cool, and I asked him who was Monkey, and apparently it's his dad's nickname from when he was a kid or school or something, and I thought, okay, he clearly loves the monkey, so if I redesign this, I've got to keep that monkey. So I reused the monkey with a few tweaks, and I'm going to show you right now. This is the design that I come up with. See if I might be able to get this on full screen. I might show you the full thing. So I've kept, as you can see, I've kept the monkey. I've got Stephen Monkey logo in a kind of badge format almost, and Garden Design Services call us here, father and son, and the monkey features the bottom with a little phone in his hand as well. And I went for kind of a little rustic, because I got a feeling that they like vintage, because the mower on the original logo, if you have a look on the original card, was an old vintage mower, and the fact that his dad, I'm sure he would appreciate kind of vintage, but you know, a few assumptions in there. But and I've changed the monkey slightly. I've given it a little kind of quiff on the top of his head, and I've changed his position, changed his arm. He's got two thumbs up, so it's a little cheeky monkey, which is quite funny. And then I've put some shears. He's holding his shear, not his shears, his snips in his tail there. And I've kept some of the wording, but I've slightly tweaked the wording. Is your garden a proper junkie? Then call on Stephen Monkey. Because it's kind of a little rhyme. I think he had something similar. And I've put a little Garden Services in the banner, and then a big call us here. And then I just wanted to feature father and son, because I thought that was a really important point, which I thought people would appreciate. Father and son, and the little monkey. I couldn't resist. Put the little monkey there with a little phone in his hand. And then I've done like a business card style for him. I've sent all this to him, so I hope he does use it. It'd be really cool. Yeah, same sort of concept, but I wanted to also show you my sketches, because this started in the sketchbook. I always start in the sketchbook, just chucking ideas down, and I was going with this kind of theme. Once I get to a stage where okay, that's something I quite like. I was struggling because it wasn't even letters on either side, so I had this extra E and it just wasn't looking right. So what I ended up doing is making that the central piece, and I had to put something behind it because it was just kind of floating there. So I kind of made that jump out a little bit. It just kind of worked with the design. Sometimes you just got to go with what works, or try and find a solution. If it doesn't look right to your eye, there's something wrong. And I had a few little tweaks. Yeah, it's not, there's still probably a little bit of tweaks I could probably do to some of that. But yeah, and I had, my initial idea was to keep the mower and have it on top with the monkey, but it just didn't look right. It kind of was off balance. I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So I ended up trying just having him poke behind, and I really liked that. So it really worked. And there's kind of just early designs. There you go. So I'm going to just pop that off. I'm really happy with those results, and it's given me a massive boost of confidence. And it feels like I've still got it. I've still got it. Because when I started this this little project, I was kind of sketching, and I was kind of feeling like, oh my God. Because a lot of the times you've got to go through some really crap designs to get through to some nice ones. And you just got to keep pushing through. It's like there's a process to it. And you've to be and also, like, I spent the whole week on it. You could knock it out in a day, but it's better to, like, have a break between, and then come back and look at it with fresh eyes. And then sometimes you notice. So every time I came back at it, I was like, oh, I don't really hate that. Really don't like that. I've got to work on that. So I kept working on it, and eventually I come up with something I really loved. And I really hope Steve likes it. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be designing templates and stuff for gardeners that I'm going to sell online. They're going to be reasonable prices, but they're going to be templates that you can edit and put your own stuff in. That is a kind of bespoke design, so you couldn't really feel because it's very specific to him, which is obviously, if you were gonna if you wanted to take that design process seriously, you would hire someone to do it, like myself. I'm currently not taking on jobs because I'm quite busy with making these templates at the moment. But that's also almost another problem I've got to solve. How can I make a logo that is editable? I think that's why, if I make a series of logos, and then depending on your business name, might fit certain logo types. So I would have like long names design, a short name design. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of, people can have like 10 logos that they would choose from. Yeah, that's kind of my plan, and that's where I'm going. Guys, have a wonderful day. I think it's not raining today, so I'm very happy about that. I've dried my boots on the radiator because they were soaking wet from yesterday. Guys, have a good day. And if you're gardening, spring's around the corner, baby. Take care. Before you go, I've just had a reply from Steve. I've sent him this via WhatsApp, and he's just replied. He's seen it today, and he's replied, and he said, thanks, mate. That's so cool. And I'm like, cheers, bud. Super happy about that. I'm glad he loves it, and hopefully he will use it. We'll see. Take care, peeps. Bye.